Hey guys, so I was recently sent this RV smart lock to test, install, and do a tutorial on how to program and set this lock up. So I, got with a buddy and we installed one on his RV and everything went fine. Everything was smooth. Programming it was really easy. Installing it was really, really easy. And it was going pretty smooth. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of impressed here. But then when it got to the portion of the video where I show you how to factory reset it to change your code, so I installed the lock. I showed you how to, open it with the factory code, which is 1234, and then I changed the code to 4321. So then at the very end of the video, I wanted to show you guys how to set it all the way back to factory in case you decide to ever change the code again. You want to erase that code or sell the RV or whatever it is. I went ahead and I factory reset it and everything went fine. It went back to 1234. It erased the code that I had previously made. But what happens is it kills the key fob entirely. For whatever reason, I, factory reset it and it just absolutely, renders these obsolete. And these are basically the only reason somebody's going to really want to buy this lock. They're not really going to want to mess with the buttons too much. It's a good little backup override, I guess, but if your battery dies. But this is going to be the main seller here. So I'll show you guys. It's factory reset now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 unlock. My fingers stopped that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 lock, and it locks. Everything's fine. You flip it over here. It sucks because I just made like a whole 12-minute video on installing it and programming it on an RV, and then I let them know. I said, hey, I don't know what happened. They said, okay, we'll send you another one. So this is the second one. Just so you guys know, the first one they sent me said Rokkit across the front. This one doesn't. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. But basically, you have this factory reset button. So this is after the whole installation. You press and hold this until you hear a beep. I'm going to do this simply so you can hear the beep real quick. So we're going to hold it. So you hear that beep. So that's the exact same beep that you should hear when you reset the and program the key fobs. So what they tell you to do in the booklet is, make sure the switch is on, and then you're going to press and hold this button, which is the key fob. Let me see if you guys can see that key fob learn button. So you're going to press and hold that until you hear the exact same sound beep as the factory reset. But when I press this, you're just going to hear like a faint chirp. And that's it. That's the only, beep you're going to get. And you can hold this all day. You can hold this thing for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't matter. It never comes back. And you can see like the lights coming on. And this is exactly how it was when it worked the first time. Same with this one. Lights on, but nothing. So this is the second lock that they've sent me, and it's annoying because I did the whole tutorial again right here on this mat, and I wanted just to at least show you guys the programming version. And I was going to try, if it was like a one-off on the RV, I was just going to do the installation portion and then do the programming here on the mat. But that's 2 in a row, so I cannot recommend this lock to anybody. That is a major failure in my opinion. The fact that something as simple as a hard reset just renders your key fobs completely useless, and there's no way to fix that. I have tried. I removed the batteries. Pressed the buttons to de-energize it. I changed the batteries 4 times with 4 different brand new batteries. Absolutely nothing changes the key fob problem. For a price tag around $100 US, people are going to be returning this thing like crazy. So I would definitely go ahead and fix that problem. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. It is pretty rough. Like you can even see when we pop this open, This is the board here, and this just kind of slides out. So, I mean, this thing's junk right now, so I'm just gonna pop this thing out if it lets me. Let's see if I can't get this real quick. Here we go. And then that's the on and off switch right here. And then these are the two buttons. So that's the one that you press for the fob. This is the hard reset button. Holding that hard resets it. But this one just dies. Like, this one just does nothing. So I don't know what's going on here. It's just a bad lock. So I can't recommend this one. I don't want to waste your guys' time showing you how to install it and program it when it does, it just fails. So this is a complete failure in my opinion. You can still use the key, and this still works, and this hard resets and reprograms as many times as you want. But these are a problem. On the other note, while you guys are fixing this thing, I would definitely revamp how this thing looks. I don't like the look of this fob at all. When this did work, so basically, I don't know why they added 2 lock buttons and 2 unlocks. Like, it's really overkill. What I would do is do like one big lock button and then one big unlock button, because while this worked, in the video where you guys are never gonna see it now, but the video when I unlocked it, when I went to press this, I pressed both buttons at once. They're really close together, and I don't really have the biggest hands. Same thing down here. You can actually hit both if you're not paying attention. You really have to like use like the corner of your thumb to press these. Tiny buttons clustered together. I don't even know why you guys doubled them up. But I do not like this lock. In saying that, if they had fixed that and they changed this to a 2-button fob and they figure out whatever is causing that failure, everything else was fine. Like, installing this lock was really, really easy. Programming it, resetting it, changing the code, everything was really quick. Like, no steps take longer than even installing this thing took me like a minute. Programming it is like just a few seconds to change the code, reset it back. It's just that the fact that pressing that hard reset button just absolutely kills the key fob. I would say that this is a total failure, because I don't know what else can fail at this point. So Rokkit, you really need to change whatever the heck you're doing here. Spend some more time on this, and I would test it thoroughly before releasing it again. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of return locks here, simply because more people are going to buy this for this feature than this feature. Honestly, it's a convenience thing, but that's all there is to this video. Sorry that the original isn't going to get posted. I just don't want to waste 14 minutes of your life for a lock failure. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll post it, but as of right now, I don't want to waste anybody's time. And that's all there is for this one. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.